Welcome to the North Shore Community Association's podcast, November 4th, 2022. Hello, this is Annie Lafrenière, the NSCA's Programs and Communications Coordinator. Today, we will present an interview with Alicia Buffitt from the NSCA, the Special Project Coordinator, Mental Health and Wellness. Then we will cover community events and services.
My name is Alicia. I work as the Special Projects Coordinator for Mental Health and Wellbeing at the NSCA.
Good morning, Alicia. Thank you for joining our podcast this morning.
Thank you for inviting me.
You're Special Projects Coordinator, and as a community organization geared towards the English-speaking population, would you speak to what the mission and the philosophy is for this organization?
To me, it's helping the English community, get the necessary resources and the things that they need, because especially living in sept-îles and in baie-comeau, it's very francophone. We don't have access to a lot of English documents, resources. So it's our job to give them or provide them with the necessary things.
Now, you had said that you had your focus is more on the mental health. Can you expand a little bit on some of the services that the NSCA offers in the area of your mental health, your dossier?
For me, my big thing is I provide activities on mental health. I provide information on mental health for we call it the youth sector, 14 to 29. But I also do work with all the other age groups as well. So I work with children, I work with seniors, I work with adults. I mostly provide them with resources, activities. Like I said, we're doing a self-care challenge. So that's part of the well-being aspect of it. So the self-care challenge is a new challenge that I have created. Every Thursday, we have a new thing. It's called Thoughtfulness Thursday. So it'll either be our self-care challenge, which we have a hashtag. It's hashtag NSCA self-care challenge. It'll give you challenges like spend 30 minutes outside, read quietly, be off your phone for the night, things like that. Then some other times we have questions of the day. So it's to get people talking. So it might be, what are 5 things that you like about yourself? If you could travel anywhere in the world, where would you go and why? And we also have images of mental health quotes and kind of things to break the stigma around mental health. So every Thursday, you can check our Facebook page and our Instagram page, and you will see them on there. And you can participate in the questions and the challenge.
Being that it is a challenge, Alicia, do they report back to you, or is it just something to stimulate conversation within the community?
It's really their choice. They can participate. If they do participate, especially in the self-care challenge, we're asking that they do use our hashtag so that I can go in and I can see people's pictures and posts about the self-care challenge. But if they don't want to participate, it's totally fine. If they just want to answer the questions or type, hey, I did this today, it gets the conversation going, brings awareness to that self-care is important, and that mental illness and mental well-being is very important to talk about. So I really want to break that stigma around it. So
I think that the thing that you're offering in the self-care challenges is a wonderful way to start breaking that ice and talking about what exactly is ailing the people, or even if they just have a simple concern like, what should I do if? And then,
exactly.
Like you said, it stimulates that conversation within the community. And how are you distributing these resources? Are you using social media of any kind, or?
We're mostly doing it through social media. So through our Facebook page and our Instagram page. That's mostly going to be my big thing, is I want to reach more people. So that's why I decided to use social media more as an outlet to give these resources.
Especially for that age group,
Exactly.
those age demographics, yes.
Exactly.
So how do you think that these mental health programs and services that you're offering impact the community at large?
I can say from experience that I didn't know about half the services that are offered in sept-îles. And so, being able to shine a light and give some, to show people that these services are available. So, like Le Marais, Aire Ouverte, I didn't know about these places before I worked here. So to be able to tell people, oh, if you need services for mental health, you can go to these places.
So you're getting knowledge as well as you're going along and
Exactly.
That's a good thing. So are you aware of other programs that are offered through the NSCA that you would like to discuss?
So we are offering a workshop with the CIS. I butcher the name every time. It's Centre Intégration de Santé et Services Sociaux or something, but it's through the hospital. It's a mental health workshop for parents about social and emotional learning. So like, learning to regulate your emotions, how to interact in a social setting with your child. So it's important, I think, for parents to have these kinds of workshops. So, that's the kind of thing we want to offer. And we do plan on having more workshops after Christmas about various topics. Keep an eye out for that on our Facebook page. We do adults 18 to 49. So we've already done an activity. We did an activity last week, board games. We have one coming up in November, bowling. So,
what's
it's nice.
The purpose of those activities that you're doing for the adults?
Well, one is to get the adults out and, socialize, in an environment that's not work related. So it's to bring the English community together and have fun. And, I share resources with them. I share pamphlets that we have, all that kind of stuff.
So the pamphlets and the programs, they are offered in the English language, or is it bilingual?
A lot of our pamphlets are English. Some of them are bilingual. Some of them are only French. Most of the people in our 18 to 49 age group, they are bilingual. So, it's really easy especially for our age group, to be able to read in both the languages. So we offer them in both the languages.
Oh, that's awesome. If someone wanted to contact you to explore the programs that you're offering or to talk about the mental health projects and activities that you have at the NSCA, how are they able to get hold of you?
So they can come directly to the NSCA office, which is 598 Boulevard Law, Local 106, which is right beside the Tim Hortons. That's how I get
easy
people
to find.
I'm like, it's between the Tim Hortons and the old Sears. So if you've lived here for a while, you know exactly where that is. You can call our office, which is 418-968-3148, or you can contact by email, which is a.buffett@quebecnorthshore.org.
Okay. Well, that's sounds like you're going to have a plate full, and you're in the learning mode as well. So there should be a lot of good things to come, and we look forward to doing that. So I want to thank you very much for taking the time out of your busy schedule today to help shed some lights on the mental health dossier, and also some of the programs and services that the NSA offers.
Well, thank you for having me. It's been a pleasure.
Come out on Saturday, November 5th at 10 a.m. for toddler time in the NSCA's office of sept-îles to celebrate Remembrance Day. Parents and children will have a discussion on the significance of the day and will craft poppy wreaths and decorate poppy cookies. Contact Amber in sept-îles to reserve your place. On Tuesday, November 8th at 10 a.m., Seniors Action Quebec and Éducalois partners to present a free online webinar on with the higher interest rates and increased costs, are you worried about your debt load? What can you do to protect yourself and family? A long title, but such an important topic to cover. You will learn the signs when you are in trouble, misconceptions about the process of asking for help, and more. To register, you need to send an email to Ruth Pelletier, and an email confirming your registration will be sent 2 to 3 business days later. Join Amber in Port-Cartier to celebrate Early Childhood Week on Saturday, November 12th at 10 a.m. in Le Manuscrit Public Library. Multiple activities will be available for children 0 to 8. Join the Community Health Education Program for a webinar on the topic of coping with chronic pain, a summary of the work by the Canadian Pain Task Force on Wednesday, November 16th at 10:30 a.m. Approximately 1 in 5 Canadians live with chronic pain, which has significant impacts on physical and mental health, often affecting participation in everyday activities. This presentation will include best practices for the prevention and management of chronic pain. You can join from the comfort of your home by registering with the link provided on our Facebook page. You can also contact Evelyn or Charlene in our baie-comeau and sept-îles office respectively to register for a group viewing. The annual Community Christmas Tea will take place on November 27th. Unfortunately, all tickets to attend are sold out, but you can still buy raffle tickets to try and win a quilt or a Christmas table runner and placemat set. The tickets go for 99 cents each. You can contact Charlene at the NSCA sept-îles office to get tickets for the raffle. This is the end of this week's podcast. We would like to remind you to stay informed by our Facebook page, as all services and activities are subject to change if unexpected situations arise. If you have comments or suggestions for our bi-weekly podcast, you can email us or reach out to us through Facebook. We would like to thank our sponsor for this podcast, the Secrétariat aux relations avec les Québécois d'expression anglaise.